Scores, who won. Give me your take when you heard the scores read.
I knew it was going to be a close fight, but I thought I had edged it out. He's a big boy, man. It's hard to move around. Didn't move anywhere. Came forward. Tough guy.
Can you talk about how your execution was versus the game plan? I mean, it looked like obviously you didn't want to, necessarily just go toe-to-toe with them, but, kind of ducking in and out, having some success. But talk about kind of what you thought you would need to do and how it executed tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I felt his the weight behind him right off the bat. I mean, he's a big guy, got some big legs, kind of stood there, you know what I mean? Every time I would blitz in, he would just kind of meet me in the middle. So it kept me on my toes. I got a straight-in kick to my left knee right off the bat around the first round, so it kept me from moving. And hopefully it's not too messed up, but yeah, man, I mean, disappointed, obviously. Gonna go back to the drawing board and see where we go from there.
Tough situation, and you've been universally praised for being a professional and how you handle everything, but I mean, now that you lost and it didn't go your way, is there any part that goes, I shouldn't have gone in there?
No, not at all. I mean, even though he didn't make weight, I mean, it's in his hometown. I love being here. I love the fight game. I love to put on a show for everybody that came out, for the people who helped get me here. So this is what I do, baby. This is what I do.
And last thing for me, Daniel was just here, and of course, he said he appreciates what you did, and he said, listen, whatever Wonder Boy wants next, we'll get it for him. I know it's incredibly early right now, but do you know what that might be? Date, location, name? I mean, what does make sense for you moving forward after this result?
I don't know, man. I want to see what happens with the RDA and Colby Covington fight, and we'll go from there. So we'll talk to my coaches and see who's next, but those two is what I'm looking at.
Steven, just over here.
What's up, buddy?
How, in that fifth round, how hurt were you, or were you just dazed for a minute?
Yeah, I was dazed for a minute. I was definitely going all the way down. It just smoked me right on the back of the head here. I went down, been hit there before, but recovered well. Got right back up to my feet, so I didn't go out. It just kind of, my legs gave out a little bit, and that was it. So it staggered me a little bit, but I didn't black out or anything, But yeah, man, I mean, I finished the round okay, I thought, but thank goodness I was blessed with a hard head.
Stephen, when you entered, just here at the front, Stephen, when you entered the cage tonight, there was a lot of heavy boos going in there. Can you talk to me what that was like for you as a fighter? To
be honest, I couldn't help but smile. I mean, it's cool going into enemy territory and being the bad guy, because when you think of the bad guy, you don't think of me. But it was cool, man. I knew they were out there. No matter what the outcome of the fight, I was going to leave with some fans tonight, and I did that. But it was pretty cool, to be honest with you. I didn't feel like they hated me. I just felt like they were in for their boy. That's their boy. He's from Liverpool, and it's expected. So I thought it was pretty intense.
In terms of the rowdiness of the crowd, how does that compare to all the audiences you've competed across in your career?
Nothing like it, man. The crowd gets so involved. They're so amped up in Liverpool. Would love to come back and do it again.
Stephen, you've been in there with some of the very best in the world. How does Darren Till rate as a fighter, having gone 5 rounds with him?
He's very good. He's a good fighter. I expected him to be a little more aggressive than he was tonight. I didn't think, he was doing a lot of waiting. He did come to me a little bit. Every time I blitz in, he stood there right in front of me. So he was a big guy. I knew I couldn't back him up, So I had to kind of play the game, so to speak. Landed a good shot in the first round on my knee, which kept me from moving, kind of doing what I really wanted to do out there, especially throwing my kicks. Felt kind of wobbly standing on it, so I didn't do it. That kind of took me out of the game a little bit. But he's a good fighter, very tough guy.
You came into this as a #1 contender. You were kind of assessing the rest of the division, where you would perhaps move on after this. Now you fought Darren. Where do you feel that Darren slots in amongst those guys at the top of the division?
I don't know, man, to be honest with you. I mean, he is a tough guy. Are there better strikers out there, better MMA fighters? I think so, in the top 10. But, we'll see. We'll see. I think he'll, have to prove it again to work his way up. But, in my eyes, he's definitely a very talented guy.
final one from me. What was your overall experience of fighting in the UK,
Oh, I loved
dealing
it.
with the British fans?
I loved it, man. The fans, as soon as I stepped off the plane, the fans have been nothing but amazing, very welcoming. Of course, I knew it was going to be different tonight, but even with that, even hearing that, it didn't bother me one bit, you know. It was pretty cool. Even after the fight, everybody was like, man, thanking me for taking the fight, going with it, when most of the guys probably wouldn't have gone out there and done it, especially being number 1 and him being number 8 and then not making weight. But, I came all the way out here to put on a show for everybody here, and I was going to do that.
Hello, Steven. 2 judges made on the scorecard 49-46. I would like to ask, what do you think about 4-1 in rounds scoring for Darren?
I thought I had 4 of the rounds. Could be controversial 3 maybe, I don't know, but I felt like I would hit and move, but the only really good shot he had in was that one shot in the, what was it, 4th or 5th round? 5th round. But other than that, man, it was pretty close. But I felt comfortable out there. I realized how big he was, so I knew how to stay on my bike and keep moving.
Hi. The hesitation when it comes to taking this fight or not after Darren not making weight, how long time did it take, and was it a hard decision?
You know what? I didn't have to really think about it at all. My coaches, that's what they're there for. I just wanted to focus on the fight and let the coaches and everybody handle that. You know, my coaches and my managers, they take very good care of me, so I knew they would make the best decision. Of course, they came to me and said, "You want to do it?" I'm like, "Heck yeah!" You know, I'm here in Liverpool. I'm here to fight, so let's do it. Yeah, I mean, it didn't really take much thinking on my part.